this is Jarrell with Quantum Light Consciousness. Today is the numerology reading for August 2020 for Lionsgate. The way that this deck works is that there's three aspects to each card. There is an inhibited version for each card, which is more of a more passive form for each card. There's an exaggerated version for each card, which is more of a more dominant form for each card. And there's a solution-based form for each card, which is more of a more balanced form for each card. I went ahead and pulled one card for each week in August. And for the first week we have here is the 5 in inhibition. Okay. Now 5 here, what you'll see is a circle with 5 spheres in the center of that circle. And in the center of that circle, there's a light shining from within the center of that circle. However, what the 5 represents in numerology is the center of a human. Okay, when you have the center of a person, what you have is the unification of the cosmos, where heaven meets earth. And if those forces in a person aren't in alignment, what you get is something along the lines of what this card is showing us, which is stifled energy, passive, kind of like shying away from conflict, and kind of looking to get more stability in where you're at right now. What this card says is that you're not exactly looking for conflict. You're looking to just keep your mental awareness in alignment, and you're looking to keep your thoughts together, and you're looking to stay out of stress, stay out of the triggers, and stay clear, which is what we all want to do. It looks like you are in a more inclusive state of being right now. You're kind of going inward, and you're taking acknowledgement of the type of energies that you're feeling, what type of energies that you want to move on with, and what type of vibrations that you like to align with in your reality, from your inner reality. So this is a good time to reflect. This is a good time to take notes and meditate and really dive into what you actually feel and be resonant with that, and actually feel from your heart and do the things that are going to help you become more of yourself and vibe and resonate within your own truth. Okay, because this month it's all about the heart. The activation coming up on the 8th, okay, is a Lionsgate. All right. And with the Leo and astrology, it's all about we have the Sun, Sirius, and Orion all lined up with the planet Earth at the Pyramid of Giza. Okay, and when this happens, there's a lot of activations. There's a lot of activating energy that's going to be taking place across the planet. Okay, if you're psychically aware enough, just tune in and kind of get your balance and get your hold on these energies and kind of resonate in those energies, because they're very, very grounding energies. All right, it's one of my favorite times of year. Okay, because it is kind of like a rebirth. That's kind of like you going home back into your heart, your own heart center, and you resonating with from whence you came. Okay, I urge you. All right, this is a great week for it, because leading up to the end of the week, we have a galactic alignment, a galactic shift, which is shown here with the one in solution. Okay, what this one is showing you is that you're connected. You're connected to the all as one, as a unified, enlightened, illuminated person in the center of their own energy field. What you have is awareness and unique individuality. Okay, the best way to get into your own energy is to feel your own energy. Be empathic to yourself. Be compassionate for yourself. Take the things that are alarming to you and heal them. And take the things that are helpful to you and work with them. All right, and implement them in your reality. Okay, maybe you want to start drawing again. Maybe you want to start doing music. Maybe you want to start doing yoga. Maybe you want to start working out. Maybe you want to start riding your bike. Maybe whatever it is, acknowledge what your soul is looking to express itself as. okay? Even if it's one of those things, like one of those basic things, okay? You have to start somewhere, all right? Don't just sit around and allow this energy to just pass and without you like being aware of it, all right? Tune into your heart center and acknowledge that you are the universe. You are one with your own version of the creator of your own soul, okay? Source, okay? Whatever you want to call it. God, whatever your interpretation is for that. You are that, all right? You are a piece of that, okay? And you go infinite from there all the way up, all right? Because the third dimension is the lowest dimension that you can actually incarnate into. And when you're here, it's like, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere, all right? As the great Frank Sinatra says, okay? And it's totally true, because this is the densest, toughest area of the neighborhood that is the Milky Way galaxy, okay? Because our universe is massive, it's huge. Our little Milky Way galaxy is just one galaxy in endless galaxies, and we're just in one little sector of this galaxy, okay? So what's going on right now is actually a lot more significant than you actually would realize, all right? Just pay attention to what's going on in the sky and implement these energies, because they're very, very helpful to you at this time, all right? So for the third week of August, we have the 2 in inhibition, okay? Now, what 2 is showing you here is that there are 2 snakes going the opposite way. It shows indecision, all right? It shows doubts and insecurity, and it doesn't really know where to go or how to act, all right? With your energy, that's the energy that is resulting from week 2, okay? Just because it's a lot to take care of, it's a lot to implement, and it's a lot to understand, all right? When you really take in the magnificence and the depth and the breadth of what is landscape, it's going to flip your world. Like, you're really going to be like, oh my God, like, what? Like, how is this all possible? And we're just living our day-to-day lives like all this stuff isn't actually going down. This huge galactic shift is going on, this evolution is going on, this awakening is going on, and people are walking around with their phones like nothing's happening. It's happening, all right? So don't get confused, all right? Just stay calm, allow this energy to play itself out and fade away, all right? Because indecision can actually play a role as, like, you know, a test. It's a testing ground. It's going to actually make you stronger in the end, all right? Whenever you feel like you may not know where you're going, or you may not know if you truly believe what you thought you believed, it's just going to make you stronger after you realize that it's like you trust yourself. It gets you to strengthen the trust that you have in your own core. It gets you to actually be more of who you are, okay? So take this as a trial and pass the test, because you're in a class, all right? For week 4, you have 5 in solution, all right? Now the 5, it looks like you've done the work. It looks like you've passed the test, like I said you would. And it's basically like you're sitting healthily, balanced, evenly aligned in your center, in your core, and you're shining radiantly. You're shining radiantly, and you are feeling happy. You're feeling like you understand where you're at and where you are going, okay? Now, this 5 basically, it utilizes its talent and organization for the greater good, okay? So because you're shining in your 5th dimensional version of self with your higher self, as your higher self, the people around you are going to catch wind of that, and they're going to feel that resonance of that, and they're going to reflect that, okay? Because when the light being is in a territory, they only can make things better, because that's what light does. It makes things better. It's like the greatest thing ever, okay? So when you begin to actually implement and roll with the downloads you get from this lion gate, you actually begin to change the world around you just by existing in this new core vibration, all right? And that's where you want to go. That's where you want to be at. These are the things that change the world slowly, one by one, person by person. And when you do these things, you can only acknowledge yourself for the work that you've done, okay? It's not like to be on some high type of ego drive. Be like, oh, I'm changing the world just by being here. It's like, no, it's like you do the work because it's most important for you to change for yourself. All right, you do you for you. Okay, work on yourself for yourself. All right, and then others will see that work that you've done, and it'll rub off on them. And that's just a plus. Okay, at the end of all of this incarnation is like a class. It's like a collegiate class for souls in a level of emotions to get enlightened in a level of existence and experience. All right, as far as energy and emotions go. All right, the deepest down, dark depths, way back up into the light, while remaining true to yourself. Okay, and when these tests come along and you continue to pass them, and you continue to upgrade and up level with each level of activations that happen, you're able to have more influence on the areas around you, and you're actually able to change anything you actually would want to change about yourself, because it gets you a lot more intuitive and in tune with your own soul. You get to see a lot more that's going on in your inner world, and you get to feel a lot more that's happening in your inner world. And with that intuition, you can see and feel what's going on in the world around you. And it gives you the opportunity to make moves where you've never seen before. It opens up opportunities, it opens up new doors. All right, there's a lot going on. There's a lot coming up on the horizon for you. And I'm so proud. It's my honor and blessing to do this work with you right now on this period, on this planet Earth, as we're shifting and rising in ascension in this galactic alignment, this great shift. So keep doing the work out there. You're doing a great job. Okay? I love you. Peace and love. If you guys would like a session, I do sessions at quantumlight.net. I do healing, intuitive coaching, energy readings, light code art attunement, and I have a shop up. Go check that out. Hoodies, hats, gear, all of that. All right. Peace and love. I'll talk to you soon.